Namaskar, good morning, Ram Ram. You are watching your channel ACS2, and today we are here with very important video: Saturn Retrograde in Shatabisha Nakshatra. Yes, Saturn Retrograde video is already on channel, but this nakshatra is more important, where it is going to be retrograde. So, what is the effect on all 12 ascendants? This is important to see. Let's welcome Akashji from Calgary, Canada. He will further explain on all 12 ascendants what will be the effect. Akashji, welcome.
Thank you, Rohitji. So, Rohitji, I was doing a little bit research and I thought this video is a little bit important because we have to also understand the effect of Saturn getting retrograde in its own sign, but in the nakshatra of Satabisha, which is ruled by Rahu.
Hmm.
Okay, so it is a very brief, quick video. It is not a very long video because there is very little to cover, but very important
Very important.
for everyone to know. So now, Rohitji, if we move here forward, see, first we want to see what is Saturn. Saturn is believed to be, Shani Dev is believed to be born in Anuradha Nakshatra. According to our Vedas, it says that Shani was born in Anuradha Nakshatra. And it is the 17th Nakshatra in Hindu astrology. 7 plus 1 is 8. Remember the number of Shani, 8. Now, here it is associated, this nakshatra is associated with determination, loyalty, success through hard work, and it is very clear and very clearly can be understood the nature of Saturn through this, right? Saturn is loyalty, Saturn is success, Saturn is hard work, Saturn is discipline. Okay, so Anuradha nakshatra basically signifies discipline and focused nature, also transformative growth. Like Saturn, whenever comes in 7.5 years, it gives you transformation. Okay, very important. Now, Rohitji, moving forward, I just wanted to let people know that what is the importance of Anuradha Nakshatra. Okay, it is the nakshatra where Saturn was born and why he has such qualities. Now, because Saturn was born with a very unique appearance. He had dark complexion, sunken eyes, and very serious. He used to not laugh, and he used to always be, a seeker. He was a seeker. He used to seek wisdom. His nature was very strict and disciplined. That is not like us, that we put a 6 a.m. alarm and then we say, oh, let's snooze it and make it 6:05 or 6:10. Saturn is completely, absolutely on discipline. And from a young age, Saturn displayed intense interest in spirituality. Now we have to understand that Saturn, according to great astrologer Mr. K.N. Rao, he says that whenever Saturn Dasha and Antardasha or Sadisati happens or Dhaya happens, it is important for us to be very spiritual and to sought knowledge, to learn knowledge, because Saturn was the same. He wanted to learn knowledge. He wanted to learn. He went to so many sages, so many saints to learn knowledge. And understanding, he wanted to understand the karma and the consequences of one's action, so that the same way when he becomes a god, or doing growing up, he was thinking about it, because he also back of the mind knew that I have bought into this world to get into a zone of karma fal data. That means someone who can give justice to human life and to the actions that are taken by humans. Now, Saturn, when he was, we know that Satabisha Nakshatra is the nakshatra before Revati, right, Rohitji? So it is supposed to be the 26th nakshatra. So when Saturn reached this nakshatra, sorry, 24th nakshatra in Hindu astrology, I'm sorry, 24th nakshatra, and it is associated with healing, transformation, and deep insights.
Mhm.
It is ruled by the planet Rahu, known for his enigmatic nature. Hence, Rahu is heroic, and this is a nakshatra of Rahu. It is ruled by, Lord Rahu, who is supposed to be very, very extrovert. But
Yes.
inside that, there is, a very important part of Saturn here. The energy of his nakshatra intensifies Saturn's experience, forcing him to confront his own limitation and weaknesses. So this is the time when, a mirror is put in front of Lord Saturn when he was in this nakshatra, that you have to now focus on your limitations and weaknesses, and that is how you need to encounter difficult situations and with endure hardship and remain, keep learning and keep growing and keep coming out of these challenges. This is
Hmm.
what Saturn was doing here. During this time, Saturn learned the importance of detachment and self discipline. He understood that true growth could only be achieved by confronting one's fears and limitations. The nakshatra acted as a catalyst for his transformation, pushing him to transcend his boundaries and reach new heights of understanding.
Hmm.
Rohiji, there is a layered story here with Rishi Atri. Okay, so what happened when Saturn was transiting in Satabisha Nakshatra? He was very confused that the energy is supposed to be of Rahu, but how come I am transforming? I am getting transformed. So he asked Rishi Atri, that Rishi Atri, can you tell me what am I supposed to do? I am into this complex mode where I am trying to transform myself. I am trying to learn more, but I am in the house or in the nakshatra of an extrovert planet, that is Rahu. His energy and my energy does not match. I'm
Hmm.
a disciplined person. He is a non-disciplined person. I am a person who goes by justice. He's a person who goes by different means in his life. So Rishi Atri told him that there is a very spiritual side of Rahu as well. That
Hmm.
is Rahu does not only mean negative energy. Rahu has a very positive spiritual side for him, and his devotion towards Ma Durga is that spiritual side.
Hmm.
That is why, when Saturn always becomes retrograde here, or whenever he's wandering, what is retrograde? He comes in backward motion. And I told you why he comes in backward motion. Because he took the halahal, the energy of Lord Shiva was divided into all the gods, because everyone wanted to make sure that Lord Shiva comes little bit down from his suffering. So they all took little bit part of it, but Saturn could not handle it, because it's a very, first of all, it's a very cold planet.
Hmm.
Secondly, his nature is very, uh, very serious and very stable, very slow. He got crazy that what is happening to me. He couldn't take that transformation. He couldn't take
Hmm.
that halahal. Now, because Saturn tried to learn many things here in this nakshatra, he came out very, he emerged as a very wise and compassionate deity. He became to known as planet of justice and discipline later, governing the principles of karma and the consequences of one's action. While his energy may seem challenging, it is believed that Saturn influence can bring out profound personal growth and spiritual evolution. As soon as Saraswati starts, Rohitji, everyone is running towards Lord Shiva. Everyone is running towards God. Everyone is running towards some kind of remedies. Everyone is running towards some kind of, you know, um, some kind of things that they can get relief from Saturn's Saraswati. But his Saraswati is just like darkness. It is supposed to come. That means it is supposed to come. And after darkness, there is light. The only thing is that we need to pass through that darkness during his Sadesati and during his period of Dasha and Antardasha. He is never ever supposed to make us feel unvalued or feel miserable. He's supposed to just say that this is your karma and this is the result I am giving it to you. There is no way Saturn comes and tells you that I am going to be making you life miserable. I love it. It is his job, right? It is his KRA, key role area. Then my job is to make your life, give you the exact benefit or exact what you say, punishment for your karma, for your own karma, no one else's karma. That is what Saturn is. We have made Saturn into a very negative and very dangerous kind of planet. But no, we have to understand that Saturn is the reminder that hardships and challenges are often opportunities for growth and transformation. They are not that can you can see immediate problem right and there, but it shows that it is the time for growth and transformation.
This is a 7.5 years of Saraswati. When you are talking about this, I am reminding of just my Saraswati. Then, in these 7.5 years, you will come to know who is your own well wisher or not, and those who are not your well wisher. They will come one by one, faces one by one, and they will be out of your life. So this is a teaching period by Saturn. Yeah, I am giving you these specs of Sadesati. Just put it and see who is your, who is not your, and see your karma very clearly now. So this 7.5 year is a learning period, and everybody should, rather than panicking from this, enjoy this Sadesati.
Yes, I have a very important message in the end of the video,
Hmm.
so that I will share with you.
Okay.
But it basically Saturn teaches us discipline, self-reflection, and understanding of karma in our journey towards self-realization. And once the day we have self-realization,
Hmm.
we reach the stage of moksha.
Right.
Okay, so Reji, now this is a little bit brief which I wanted to share with everyone. And now I'm going to be moving forward with all the 12
Thank you.
ascendants and
Thank you.
their little bit of caution which they need to keep right here.
Okay.
Okay, Rohit, this is a cautionary video. So now, Rohit, Aries ascendant, if we see Saturn is sitting in the 11th house, the 11th house is the house of gains, but it has many other unfold meanings as well.
Hmm.
It is the house that represents friendship, networks, aspirations, yeah, higher goals. So, there may be delays and obstacles in achieving your long term goals. It is a time when Saturn will be in the slow mode. It will be going backwards and making you realize that, right now you do not need to focus on your goals. Right now, you need to reconsider,
Hmm.
reassess your goals. Is it the right thing? Have you said the right thing? Do you need to move anywhere further or backward? It is the time for reassessing your social connections and focusing on true friendships, because as you said right now, that it gives you that mirror, it gives you that glass from which you can see the truth. So here it is very important for everyone to, for Aries ascendant, to actually focus on true relationships and true friendships.
Hmm.
Right, Rohitji? It is the time when money is not going to stop. Number one, 50 or 70% of the people or the subscribers or our family member are worried about money. There are bigger things than money, man. There are bigger things. There are relationships, there are connections, there are so many things. You need to now focus on them and reassess your friendships. It is a time given to you by Saturn when it becomes retrograde to reassess that, what, I am giving you time now. It's a time out. You think that whatever you have done, is this good or not good? If you think it is good, move forward. If you don't think it is good, change. Yes, Rohitji. So this is what is going to happen for Aries ascendant moving forward when Saturn becomes um, retrograde in
Retrograde.
Satabisha Nakshatra in his own house and in the house of gains.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, and Rohitji, we have got a very beautiful response from all the members, right? We have received so many subscriptions, and so many people have become a part of family members. And like very sweetly, they comment also that subscribed, part of a family member. It's
Yes, you
beautiful.
are rightly saying, and I will like to tell you that maybe you not go through all comments. I see all comments, and I see people are so much showering their blessings on you, and they will thank you for the generic videos also, which you recently put one generic video also. Now you are preparing again very good video, so they are very happy with that. This is a learning mode also, so I will request all the people who are watching this video who are new to this channel, please subscribe our channel and be a part of our family member ACS2. And those who already subscribed, thank you very much. And those who want a personal consultation from Akashji, one-to-one video consultation, they can just drop your details on acs2 channel at gmail.com or the WhatsApp number display. And one more important information, I see the common comment daily. People ask that is this a Lagna based or Rashi based? This is Lagna based. Our all predictions are Lagna. Lagna is called Ascendant. This is also asked by some people, what is this Lagna and Ascendant? This is the same thing. So these are the Ascendant based. Now Taurus Ascendant.
Zero G. For Taurus ascendant people, Rohitji, it is going to be in the 10th house. Now,
Hmm.
10th house is the house related to career and public reputation. It shows clearly that how and where you stand in the society. So, just for an example, those who are learning, those who are trying to understand 10th house, what is 10th house, Luigi? For you, if someone asks you that, what do you do? You say, I am a software.
Profession. Profession.
I am a software engineer. Oh, software engineer. Oh, I work as a clerk in a bank. So
Hmm.
it is the status that you have. So it is the karma that you do. And
Hmm.
Saturn is a pakka ruler. In Kalpurush Kundli, the 10th house has the energy of Saturn, because Saturn is supposed to make and give you your career. Do not underestimate Saturn. Saturn is supposed to give you the career and gains in every lagna, everywhere. For Taurus ascendant, yes, Saturn is going to give you your destiny as well as your karma. So the placement of Saturn is very important. Now here, when Saturn gets retrograde in your 10th house, it is the time for you to, you may face little bit challenges in your professional life, leading to introspection and re-evaluation of your long-term ambitions. You want to think about it, that am I in the right company? Do I need to put my 100% efforts here, or do they value me, or doesn't do they not value me? What is the situation? Do I need to part away from this company? Do I need to start something of my own? So this is a time for you to reevaluate your long-term ambitions. You want to become someone, right? So for that, you need to get into this zone of reevaluation. Now here it says that don't cheat. Do not get into that zone of being a cunning personality. Focus on
Hmm.
long-term stability rather than immediate success. You would right now go into things where you will want immediate success, but more than that, focus on long-term goals, because life is long and short at the same time. Short to make decisions, and long to have that repercussion of the decision you made. Very important thing I'm telling you. Life is very short and long at the same time. Okay,
Hmm.
so make sure that if decisions are taken with lot of like with insane what you say um, impulsiveness, you're going to suffer. But if the decisions are taken with little bit of thought process, little bit of pros and cons, that is what Saturn wants you to do. That is going to be a good way for you to come out of this, maya jal, or maybe the illusion that is present in our cosmic environment. The biggest illusion out of that is that we are going to live 200 years. Is the
Hmm.
biggest illusion. We
Biggest.
think, in next 5 years I am going to be doing this. What if 3 days later you're going to die? No, think what are you going to do now, like right now. What are you going to do, not about tomorrow or day after? Okay, so this is what I'm trying to tell everyone. And make sure, thank you so much for subscribing to our channel. And please focus on whatever I have said. And those who are not subscribed, please put the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button. It's going to be a good inspiration for us. Rohitji, for moving forward for Gemini Ascendant.
Gemini.
Now, here, Rohitji, I have written everything, but still everyone will ask. So,
Hmm.
Gemini ascendant means this is Lagna based thing, that is ascendant based. That means if you open your chart and it shows you that 3 number is written in your first house, that is in the center here, that
Hmm.
means it is supposed to be Gemini ascendant.
Gemini.
Mercury is your ruling lord, and Saturn will retrograde in the ninth house, associated with higher education, spirituality, and long distance travel. Now, in the beginning of the video, I told you that Saturn is a spiritual being.
Hmm.
Saturn is someone who goes through the right channel. Okay, so the 2000 currency in India is banned. Rohitji, it is
Yes.
said that you can go and deposit 2000, 10 of 2000 rupee notes in the bank. But what I will do, I will tell 5 of my family members that this is 20,000 for each of them, and go and deposit it. That is the wrong channel.
Hmm.
What is the right channel? That I go and deposit, and if I have excess money, I declare that, I have excess money, and I am declaring that I have excess money and I am depositing. So
Hmm.
now that means you are going through the right path, and the right path can be a little difficult one always, right? Right
Hmm.
path can be a difficult one, but if you don't take the right path, you are supposed to be getting reborn again and again, and then till the time you do not take right path, you are going to be doomed,
Reborn.
reborn. So that is why the ninth house is associated with higher education, spirituality, and long distance journey, as well as the right path. The right path which we take, and this is the house from where we can see that how importantly are we collecting this karma, this life's karmas, this life good deeds. This period encourages you to reflect on your belief systems, seek higher knowledge, and re-evaluate your spiritual paths. It is the time when you should realize that, you know what, I have time now. Let me think about why am I here? What is the purpose of my life? Do I need to seek higher knowledge? It's time for my personal growth.
Hmm.
It's time for a personal growth to learning and exploration. Everything about ninth house is higher learning. Okay, everything about ninth house is higher learning. It is the fifth from the fifth. That means higher learning.
Hmm.
Again, if you calculate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that is your lagna. That comes fifth from the ninth is your ascendant lord. Then so everything is a chakra view, everything is a circle. Everything what goes around comes around. So you are born and you are seeking the fifth house, that is learning. Then you are seeking the ninth house, that is higher learning. Then you are dead. Then you are again born, you are seeking learning. Then
Hmm.
you are seeking learning, higher learning, dead. Seeking learning, higher learning, dead. So come to a place where you are now thinking of exploring. Your personal. You may not be religious. Going to temple, doing chanting and all. It is all. I feel, by personal opinion, it is not required. What is required is you actually being a decent, genuine person, not a person who has motive, a person who has no motive, a person who has just their opinion is what is required. During this period, try to go back and try to seek what is the purpose of your life. Yes, Rohitji, what do you say?
Really, you said this thing because motive is important. Every person has a motive. Without motive, we can't live a life. But the motive should be the good for all, not good for me only. So this should be the motive. And our motive is good for all. That's why we daily say, please subscribe, please be a part of family member, because motive is to spread this knowledge, spread this thinking more and more people. So if you're new to the video, first time going through the ACS2 channel, please be a part of family member and subscribe this channel. This is our duty. We will say daily. And those who have already subscribed and just subscribed, thanks to them. Thanks very much. And those who want personal consultation from Akashji, one-to-one video consultation, so many questions, you can just drop your details on the mail ID or the WhatsApp number given below. Team will contact you and you will get video consultation with Akashji. Now, moving further, time is for the Cancer ascendant when Saturn will retrograde in Satabisha Nakshatra in Aquarius sign. What happens for Cancer people?
Rohitji, 17 June to 2023 to 4th of November 2023, 140 days, Saturn is going to be getting retrograde and
Hmm.
it will go into initially start in Satabisha Nakshatra.
Hmm, hmm,
For
hmm.
Cancer ascendant people, Saturn will influence the eighth house, which represents transformation. Number one thing, and
Hmm.
I have 100% evidence that eighth house, Dasha and Antardasha, even the planets in eighth house transiting back, like returning, gives transformation. It is a big transformation in your life,
Hmm.
for good or for bad. Eighth house is the house also of addiction. Eighth house is the house of addiction. So either a transformative planet can give you addiction or take away addiction. Okay, either
Hmm.
a transitioning planet. If any planet is returning, so for example, 12 years ago, my Rahu transit, 18 years ago, my Rahu transited in the eighth house for me.
Hmm.
So it gave me some kind of problems. Now it is going to take it back when it comes again because it has told that okay, my suffering is done. Okay, now you should do this now. I'm just giving an example. So here Saturn is retrograde in the eighth house, which represents transformation, shared resources, and hidden matters. Shared resources is again, Rohitji, related to all the things that is your inheritance, and hidden information or matters means anything that you're hiding from the outer world or from anyone you love or anything that is supposed to be evil, that is supposed to be you are trying to manipulate things.
Hmm.
Now, here you may face little challenges.
Hmm.
That is in areas as inheritance taxes, there can be tax rates. Tax rates are going to increase as soon as Saturn is going to be retrograde, because the tax officers or the tax department will also say that, what, we did not get through the right channel, and last time, we did not do this. So there can be tax rates, such as uh, in your offices or in your businesses, there can be some tax notices. You have to be careful about it, and that only comes
Hmm.
when you have done any problem. If everything is good, then you don't need to worry about it, right? And also,
Hmm.
it also says that intimate relationships, hidden relationships, hidden love. Okay, so this is the time for you to dive very deep into your psyche.
Hmm.
your You have to address underlying issues, that something which is stopped for you, or because of which someone else is suffering. You need to make sure you get into it and end it, for good or for bad. That is your choice and your karma, but you have to end it. And
Hmm.
you have to embrace this moment, because it is going to be personal transformative moment. So either you become very good, either you become very bad.
Hmm.
All depends and is in your hands during this period. So make sure you do not cheat your conscious, because your conscious is that energy that will speak to your planets, not you. As soon as the planet Dasha and Antardasha comes, the conscious has to go and stand in the court, in a box, witness box, and say that, I witnessed this and this person did
Hmm.
this. So that conscious is supposed to be actually is the witness. He's a witness. Conscious, our conscious mind is the witness of whatever we do, good or bad. And that
Hmm.
is going to be very true to all the planets, that this is supposed to be, this is what has happened to this person, and this has person has done this, and you will get results according to that karma. So make good karma during this period, and be kind to everyone. Being humble is the most important thing in the world. Moving forward, for Leo ascendant people, Rohit, for Leo ascendant, Saturn is going to be in the seventh house, associated with partnerships, and that is both personal and professional. Seventh house, spouse, partners, everything, personal, professional, everything. Now, there can be delay in relationships, or difficulties as well. Either you may be in a position that if your marriage is fixed or something, it may get delayed due to some reason, or also can be cancelled. Very, very critical placement of Saturn here. It also may have some problems or delays in the relationship between you and your business partner, trying to develop something new or trying to get into some new spaces. There is going to be delays. Now it is the time for you, to you assess the balancement of responsibilities and commitment. You have
Hmm.
to make sure that this is my responsibility, this is my commitment, I need to fulfill it, and anyhow I need to fulfill it. Also focus on building strong and equitable partnerships. So here you do not need to give up. If there is a problem between spouse and husband or a wife, you do not need to give up. Like, okay, now this is done, this ends. Here it is the time for you to, Rohitji, actually come out, be strong, be be a value to the relationship.
Hmm.
Rather than ending the value, be a value yourself to the relationships. That can be anyone, male, female, anything. It can be any way. Like, you can do any way at that value. So do it. Also subscribe if you are watching for the first time. Now, moving on to Virgo ascendant, Rohitji, it is Saturn retrogrades in the sixth house. And sixth house is not hidden house, Rohitji. It is related to your daily work routines. It is related to your health. It is related to basically work, debt, health, health, health.
Hmm.
And here, Rohitji, this period calls for self improvement, discipline. Sixth house is the house of discipline. You have to make sure that discipline happens. You have to also reevaluate the work habits. Now, a lot of people are working from home. So what happens, Rohitji? It's a login. We log in and we like just chill, watch TV, and we're like, okay, if there is a call, I will look into it. But no one is putting effort into growing themselves. Everyone
Yes.
think it is just, if I have got a call, I will go and this and that.
Yes, yes,
It is
yes.
a time to come out of it. It is a time to start having discipline, self improvement. It is a time that your work habits ethically improve.
Mm,
Also, because this is the house of health. So, sometimes we have pain like everyone else. I have pain in my back, in near my kidney, and I'm always like, oh, this is because I was sleeping this way and that way. So I never took care of it. So this is the time for people like these who have never taken care of it to go and address your health concerns, with your doctors, to understand that if there is any hidden thing happening,
mhm,
any problem happening that we need to be focused on. It is very important for you to have a balanced and an effective routine as well, so that you come into this position where you are disciplined. You have a balanced routine, that I go to the gym, I do a little bit of workout, I also work, then I have spent time with my family and everything such in such way, and on and on. So it is very important. Also, another thing that is important, Rohiji, is subscription. I think we are getting very good subscribers, very uh, dedicated and motivated family members, and the comments are very beautiful. What do you say, Rohitji?
Definitely, not only they are subscribing, they are letting us know we are subscribed. They are letting us know that they are happy to see these videos, and they respond us. They tell us, please make video on this thing, please make video on this thing, and we are just preparing for that also. Thank you very much for subscribing. Those who have already subscribed, those who are watching, please subscribe us. You can also be a part of live, which we usually go daily or on weekends. We are sure that we are live, and you can have your chart analyst there or one question with Akash. But if you need a detailed consultation, some birth chart matching, some other thing about job, so many questions, you can just drop your details on the mail ID or the WhatsApp number given below. Team will contact you and you will get video consultation. So this is how things are going. And now before you start this Libra ascendant, I was just reading one comment in the morning that why Libra? This is Libra. Now you have to disclose this every time, I think, for the new
There
people.
is no reason. The only reason is that KN Rao sir says Libra,
Hmm.
so this is Libra. There is no other reason.
Father of modern astrology. He's a
Yeah,
Libra, so you are just following his
yeah,
footprints and saying Libra.
yeah. And it is a very special ascendant for me. If we talk about true love, and if we talk about love and all these things, Libra is supposed to be the ascendant for love.
Yes.
Very important. And it is a transformative, ascendant, because the owner of the ascendant is also the owner of the eighth house, that is the house of hidden things.
Hmm.
And if Venus comes and sits here in the first house, especially with Sun, it's supposed to say that you have karmic connections with someone from past life, and you will meet them in this lifetime,
Hmm.
after a very long time. So there is so many hidden things about Libra ascendant people. Those who are from Libra ascendant, they have lot of hidden agendas in their life.
Hmm.
They can be very committed as well as very detached, both at the same time.
Right.
Yeah. So now for Libra ascendant people, Saturn will retrograde and affect the fifth house, associated with creativity, romance, and speculative ventures. Now, Roji, that is what I was telling you. It is going to be delaying, all the things related to your creativity and your ventures. Anything that you want to start, it is going to be delayed.
Hmm.
Work pressure is going to be increasing. You're going to be going crazy, that there is certain ups and downs and nothing is very stable. It is okay, because planet has to play its role. It is okay. Other planets and your dasha and antardasha have a bigger role than Saturn only getting retrograde. It is the time when challenges will be there in these areas. But the only thing that you need to do right now is reassess your approach. You need to reassess your approach, that am I doing the right thing? Am I into the right form? Is this, I need a team meeting, I need to give them new ideas. Give my team new ideas. That is what is required during this period.
Hmm.
During this period, you have to focus on long term stability rather than just short term gains. make responsible choices, and also you have to be disciplined in terms of self expression.
Hmm.
I have seen some charts, Rohiji, where the person is married. I did a reading in the morning. The person is married, but she is not in a relationship with the husband, but she has someone in her life from last 15 years.
Oh my God.
Husband is also not in a relationship with her, but they both have a child together.
Okay.
So the husband is giving 100% the time to the child. The wife is giving 100% time to the child, but they do not get together. They do not want to be together. And they have accepted it. They live in the same house. Now,
Okay.
what does this mean, Rohitji? This means that nothing can happen in this world without the divine power working in or against,
Right.
right?
Right.
So, what has happened that the husband has his own life, the wife has her own life, but the child
Hmm.
has the life of the father and the mother both. The child has done such good karmas that the child is supposed to
Hmm.
get the love of the father and the mother as well. But the mother and father have not done good karmas. That is why they are getting the results of being out of marriage or being into unethical
Hmm.
practices,
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
which is not unethical at all. But as society, we see it as unethical. So this
Right.
is what I wanted to tell about Libra ascendant people, and I hope that this transit gives you that uh, you know that choice, or that going back into time, and or in this time going back into your ideas and reassessing them and coming to a like a focused idea where you will make responsible choices so that you get long term stability. That is what is required for them. And also subscription is very much required. I hope that you subscribe to our channel. It is going to be adding to our family, and as well as if you subscribe, please write subscribed below so that we can know that you are a new subscriber, and then we can during our live sessions we can interact very well with you. Moving forward, which is Scorpio ascendant people. Now, for Scorpio ascendant people, Saturn will retrograde in the fourth house, which represents home, family, and inner emotional stability. It is
Hmm.
the house of desire. It is the house of inner luxuries. That I don't have a penny, but I am so satisfied in my heart that everything is good. This is that house. It is the house which shows you emotional stability. Here you may experience little bit challenges or delays in domestic matters. And what are these matters? Rohiji, these matters will be related to family dynamics, family issues, like family oriented issues.
Hmm.
That is why you may experience. Uh, it will prompt you to address any underlying issues with your family dynamics. That means it tells you during this time that there is some problem in your family which you ignored, but now it is a time for you to focus on it.
Hmm.
You need to focus on establishing a very strong foundation and very strong emotional well-being. Also, this is the time, Rohitji, when you do not want to sell your property, buy a property, sell your car, or buy a car.
Hmm.
Fourth house is the house of such things as well. The possessions, the immediate possessions we need for food, it's called food, clothing, and shelter. It is the fourth house. So make sure that during this period, do not get overwhelmed to sell a property, or do not get into this. If the family dynamics and the family issues are about a property, make sure you address everything very well and focus on establishing a very strong foundation so that the family can be together. And for us to be together, if you need to subscribe, if you will subscribe, it is going to be a very important and very uh, pleasant thing for us. And we request you to do that. Rohitji replies to all the messages individually. So once you subscribe, we will be replying to you individually as well.
Definitely. And we want you to subscribe and write down also that we have subscribed. So we have an opportunity to thank you at the same time.
Right, Rohitji. Now, for Sagittarius ascendant people, Rohitji, from 17th of June 2023 till 4th of November 2023, for 140 days, Saturn will be retrograde in the third house. And third house is the house of personal interest. It is
Hmm.
a house associated with communications, siblings, and short travels. Now, Rohitji, it is a time that will encourage you to re-evaluate. The simple word for all the ascendants is time re-evaluate. Same way for Sagittarius.
Mhm.
Re-evaluate your communication style. That is it the right way how I'm communicating, or is it offensive to someone? Are people taking me very seriously, or are people don't like me? This is what
Hmm.
it means, Rohit, during this period, that you need to re-evaluate yourself. You need to come into that position to understand that do I need to seek higher knowledge to learn how to communicate?
Mhm.
Okay,
Mhm.
do I need to have that knowledge to be improve my relationship with my siblings? Do I need to get into any kind of research activities where I ask my friends and all that how do they communicate and how are they so happy and so so expressive with their siblings, with their loved ones, with social networks? This is the time when you need to realize this. It is also the time for self expression, learning and expanding your horizons. Sometimes we get a chance. So, Rohiji, what happens is it's a very strange and silly thing. We go into engineering studies and then we learn the study, and when they get a certificate of diploma, and then we stop there.
Hmm.
We say, oh,
Hmm.
we are an engineer or we are a doctor. But life is constant learning. So even if you're a doctor or an engineer, there are new things coming up. There are new type of technology that is being advancing, developing, and the people who are coming back from the engineer who was a 30 year old engineer might not be able to compete with the engineer who is just passed out in 2023, because things have changed. The world is constantly evolving,
Hmm.
and that is what is you need to understand, that you need to evolve during this period. You need to evolve in three things: that is your communication, that is anything related to knowledge, and anything related to expressing your wishes to your family members, sibling, neighbors, your colleagues, that kind of stuff. So it gives you a very important message that Saturn is getting retrograde. It is giving you a chance to grasp more stuff so that you can survive longer. That is what is the clear message for Hichi. Yeah.
Clear message for us also, because as you are subscribing more and more, we are becoming more responsible, more, feeling pressure like this. So we are a big family now. We have to make more videos, more meaningful stories, more lives. So we are doing so. Thank you very much, those who have subscribed, and those who are new to the channel. Just scrolling through YouTube and you get a ACS2 channel. Please subscribe us. Be a part of family member of ACS2 channel. Thank you very much. And those who want a detailed consultation with Akashi, maybe you want a career guidance, marriage guidance, anything you are stuck between, so you can just drop your details on the mail ID or the WhatsApp number given below. Team will contact you and you will get a video consultation. Thank you very much once again from deep of my heart. Now, moving further, Capricorn ascendant, what they will get, because again, very beautiful house, second house, where Saturn is being retrograde in Satabisha.
Yeah. Rohitji, in Satabisha Nakshatra, from 17th of June 2023 till 4th of November 20, for 5 months, 140 days, Saturn is going to be retrograde for Capricorn ascendant people. It is rating retrograde in the second house. And I told for every ascendant that it is a time for re-evaluation. It is a time to revisit. And in Satabisha Nakshatra, it is always things are supposed to be healing, are supposed to be getting a healing power. And the story in the beginning is so beautiful. It will explain you that in Satabisha Nakshatra, what did Saturn learn? So here Saturn retrograde influences your second house, that is related to finance, values, and self-worth. Now, Ruji, everyone says that second house is Dhan Kutum Vani. It means that is it is supposed to be money, family, and it is supposed to be your speech. But what are the another things that are related to second house, and that is the most important thing, is the self worth. Where do I stand? Who am I? How does people look at me? That is what is your second house. Now here there may be challenges in financial matters, you know, urging you to reaccess your values and financial management. It will tell you that something you're doing wrong and you need to reassess that thing, that how can I make it better. There can be financial losses as well. There can be, and not a major one, there are going to be gains, but there are going to be financial losses as well. Here you need to focus on building a strong foundation for long term financial stability. We think that I told in the earlier thing also, that we think that we were going to live for 200 years. And some people have an idea that we are not going to live for next 2 years. Let's spend all the money right now. So there are two extremes here, Rohit. We need to balance out of it. We need to make sure that if we have a future, if we think about future, if we think about what is going to happen from next 3 years, 4 years, we need to have a little bit of savings. Nothing goes waste in the world. If we think, oh, if we save this money, what is it going to be of my use? No, it is going to be used of for your children, for anyone else in your family. So make sure you during this time build a strong foundation for long-term financial stability, because this is a time to reassess that, reassess that if I going to, am I doing the right things? Do I need to change my strategy? It is the time for you to build strategy. Also, it is a time for you to subscribe if you have not subscribed yet, because it is very important. Okay, Roji, moving forward to Aquarius ascendant. Now, in the Lagna Lord becomes Luigi, the Lagna Lord becomes retrograde. This is little intense for them, because
Oh,
the first house represents your identity, your self-image, your personal goals, and this period will prompt self-reflection, self-improvement, and reassessment of your life path. You will be like completely going into this zone where you will say, "What the hell am I doing with my life? Why am I behaving like this? Why am I into this zone? Why am I into this kind of situation?" It is
oh,
the time for you to come out of situations. Now you need to focus on developing discipline, authenticity, and long-term objective aligned with your true self. That I'm going to start this now and I'm not ending this. Example, I'm going to start going to doing exercises or gym. I'm not going to stop it. I'm going to be continuing. Even if I'm not able to do it like the way I should be, but at least I will continue in some a little bit contribution towards my life. This is what is required during this period, Rohit. Also, something is required is related to your subscription. You need to subscribe to the channel so that we can be in constant touch and we can be discussing such videos in future as well.
mm,
Moving on to Pisces ascendant Rohitji. Now, Pisces ascendant people, it is a difficult period for them, Rohitji. Saturn will retrograde. That is a very huge, important planet in the Vedic astrology getting retrograded. And in the 12th house, that is associated with spirituality, subconscious mind, and isolation. Rohitji, here you might feel that I have no one in this world. I am so isolated.
oh,
There is no one who take care of me, no one I need to take care of. So it is going to be a very difficult and transformative period for you. You may face many challenges and delays in areas of spirituality, that I want to get spiritual, I want to get into this zone of spirituality, but it is now up to you, your inner self, to get, motivated to enter into spirituality. You have to develop an inner self embrace solitude. You have to develop into your inner self. You have to embrace solitude and connect with a higher purpose. That
mhm.
higher purpose is long term purpose. Focus on your spiritual growth and inner healing rather than. That is why it is a house of isolation, because it is a time when you can speak to yourself. It is a time when you can be yourself. It is a time that is the true form of your life. That is what it this time means. And also this time it also means that you need to subscribe to our channel so that we can be a part of each other and help whenever we are in trouble. So that is it, Rohiji, from my side for all 12 lessons.
No, very important. You rightly said that now being a family member, we are for each other. We recognize each other. We meet each other, maybe virtually, maybe on YouTube, but yes, we meet each other. So thank you very much for being a family member of ACS2. We have very beautiful and blessing giving family. They all give blessings daily. Thank you very much. And you are if new to the channel, please subscribe the channel and be a family member. You can also join us live, which we usually go on weekend, but in weekdays also. Yes, there you can ask one question to Akashi. You can connect with him. Lots of people in past have taken the benefit of that life. You can also have benefit. But if you have a detailed questions, you have so many questions, detailed chart reading, you can just drop your details on the mail ID or on the WhatsApp number given below. Team will contact you and you will get a personal consultation with Akash, one video consultation. Now moving further, it's time to see what this Saturn retrograde is going to affect the Pisces ascendant people.
We are done with Pisces, Rohit. You forgot. It is a
Oh,
time to
sorry.
say thank you. It is a time to say be humble. You won't stay fresh forever.
Actually, when you put these bananas in front of me, I get confused. What happened with this? Why bananas here in this story?
Very important to make you understand that life starts like this only when we are raw banana, but it ends like this when we are no one. We just
I
vanish.
think this first banana is from Canada and the further are from some other country.
No, no. Every banana has this destiny only.
Hmm.
So be humble because you won't stay healthy and fresh forever. So make the most of your life every day. That is what my message is.
So this is a message that when we take birth, we are like this, and then young age, then after marriage, I think that third one, and when we finally conclude from this life, we are like this. So
Yes,
beautiful story, yes. And everyone who is young, who is like first banana, he must see the fourth one also. One day, everyone is going to that stage. So no
exactly.
proud, no ego, nothing in this mind. No one can remain young and beautiful forever. Yes, but someone can remain beautiful forever by heart. By heart, you will be always be beautiful. And
Exactly.
once again, I will like to thank you, all of you, Akashi. People gives
Thank
lots
you.
of blessing in the comments, and I keep writing thank you, keep blessing, keep blessing. One Mr. Supriyo Das, I see he daily writes, "I love you both. I love you both." So this comes from the heart. Nobody says it, but this comes from the
True,
heart.
Rohit.
Thank you,
Thank
Supriyo.
you. Thank you, Rohit.
We'll meet you in some another video. Some one very great video Akash ji is making. I will not disclose the topic, but I am sure when you will see that video, your life will change very soon. Thank you very much, Akash ji. Thank you. We'll meet you in next video or live. Till then, Om Gangan Pate Namah. Jai
Jai
Shri
Shri
Ram. Jai
Ram.
Shri Ram. Jai Shri Ram.